Welcome to the future of understanding. This is Neuromind Insights, where we unlock the power of your mind.
If you try to stop an addiction by using sheer willpower to fight the urge, you'll find that the impulse becomes 10 times stronger. This isn't because of a lack of discipline. Addiction isn't a moral failing. It is simply the result of a biological survival system that is operating exactly as it was originally designed to. It's just focused on the wrong target. Under normal circumstances, this system keeps you alive. When you're dehydrated, your brain creates an intense drive for water to ensure you don't perish. Modern stimuli, like alcohol or social media, hijack this loop, mistakenly tagging that substance as essential for survival. Initial pleasure fades, but the survival tag continues to pulse, driving you to seek relief. To force action, the brain spikes a chemical called glutamate, creating intense internal pressure and physical agitation. Resisting this spike triggers the fight-or-flight system. Your body releases cortisol, causing your chest to tighten and your anxiety to climb as your brain tries to force you to survive. Because your biology is convinced that your life is at stake, willpower is often an insufficient tool against this level of chemical panic. To regain control, you need a way to neutralize that glutamate spike in real time. There is a specific behavioral protocol that can help quiet the physical urge in under 60 seconds. When the impulse hits, first rate its intensity on a scale from 0 to 10. Then pinpoint its exact location. Does the sensation live in your chest, your throat, or your head? Describe the sensation specifically. Is it a tightness, a pulling, or a heat? Once you've defined it, re-rate the intensity on that same 0 to 10 scale. This exercise shifts the experience from a vague, full-body panic into a single, measurable data point, separating you from the physical sensation. Repeating these steps forces the brain to differentiate the self from the urge, causing the physical intensity to drop towards 0. While this technique provides immediate relief during a crisis, it's a temporary intervention. Long-term recovery requires repairing the underlying chemical imbalances in the brain. The second tier restores balance to the brain's neurological scales, currently weighted toward agitation. The supplement NAC helps regulate those glutamate spikes, reducing the physical pressure to give in. Magnesium glycinate reinforces the brain's braking system by increasing GABA, countering stress hormones. The dopamine system is also heavily influenced by your metabolism. It is difficult for these brain chemicals to stabilize if your blood sugar is constantly spiking and crashing. A diet low in refined carbohydrates and high in animal protein provides a stable glucose baseline, which is necessary for the long-term repair of your dopamine receptors. For those dealing specifically with nicotine, the intense withdrawal period often requires additional support from vitamin B1 and potassium to help the brain's biochemical pathways navigate the first 2 weeks of transition. These nutritional interventions stabilize the brain's internal environment. When the biological urgency is removed, the habit becomes a choice you can manage rather than a command you must follow. The final tier focuses on your external surroundings. You have to adjust your environment to remove the triggers that set this loop in motion. This means creating physical friction, like using digital filters for social media, or ensuring trigger foods aren't physically present in your home. For severe dependencies, a complete change of environment is often necessary to break the cycle and provide a safe space where the brain isn't constantly being triggered by old associations. Ultimately, your brain clings to these habits because it perceives a state of danger. To stop the cycle, you need to provide it with a biological signal of safety. That signal comes from oxytocin. It acts as a neurological counterweight to addiction stress, helping the brain shift out of a survival-based panic. You can increase oxytocin through social bonding or spending time with pets, or even supporting the gut-brain axis with specific probiotics like L-reuteri, which has been shown to influence oxytocin levels. By combining real-time observation, chemical repair, and genuine signals of safety, you stop the internal survival alarm from overreacting. You aren't just fighting an urge, you are putting yourself back in the driver's seat.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Neuromind Insights for more.